Oh, Storm Creek, 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 oh, Storm.
Hey guys, so today I'm in Germany and the clip is going to be about different bee plants, and I'm going to shoot a few clips as well in Ireland, so you get a kind of varied idea of the different kind of plants that bees actually go for in different countries. So this is a red clover, and it seems to be out a bit early as well. Normally we have it in June or beginning of July, and it's basically bees can only avail of it if the temperatures are quite high, because then the nectar will actually flow all the way up to the flowers. If you can see the single flowers there, there's about 30 flowers there, and basically the reason for that is because the snout of the bee, the little trussel, I don't know what you call it actually, but it's basically is not long enough to reach all the way into the back. So if the nectar is flowing heavily, it can actually get at it. But the white clover is the one that actually really produces a lot of honey for our bees, because the bees can actually reach it as well, and it doesn't need as much heat as well. Hey guys, so wearing the shades is too bright for me to actually look into the camera right now, and I don't know if you can see the trees in the background, which are apple trees, and they provide a lot of nectar as well. But having said that, the bees only go for it, or any other plant, if there isn't any kind of plants that have more nectar available. Like for instance, the rapeseed oil at the moment is flowering, so the bees are on that. This is very, very good plant. It doesn't look like much, but it's actually our blackberry, the brambles as they're called, and it's not flowering at the moment, but in June it's going to produce quite a lot of nectar as well, especially in Ireland where we have the clover, the white clover, and the blackberry coming out at roughly the same time, and those two plants actually produce a lot of nectar for the honey production of the bees. And actually it's one of the best tasting honeys in the world because of the clover and the blackberry mix. It's a really, really tasty honey. Now another wonderful plant is the willow. It gives off very early pollen as well, which is very, very important early in spring. And we also have the cherry blossom here as well, which is one of the early ones as well, giving off quite a huge amount of pollen. It's part of the rose family as well, which is apples and so on. A wonderful plant as well is the rose bushes as well, and bees really love these as well. And we have also black currants here, and bees tend to also go for those as well, for the nectar. Another lovely plant that bees love is basically thyme, and bees basically just cover it in about end of July, so it's a very good bee plant as well. It has medicinal properties as well, which is very good against the varroa. That's actually quite a natural treatment of varroa as well. There's places in Europe where fields and fields of this thyme grows, and they have found that actually varroa is very, very scarce in those areas. Bees also tend to go for these things, the laurels as well, for honey and pollination as well. So I don't know if you can really see it, but you have a whole field of dandelions here, and dandelions are really important because they provide lots and lots of pollen for the brood, and they're also the first kind of nectar in the year, so it's a really good plant. And then at the top there we have a farmer has planted rapeseed. So I'm now here inside a sea of rapeseed, almost a sea. It's a big field of rapeseed that a farmer has planted. I don't know if you can hear it, but the bees are really going wild for it. A lot of the nectar actually comes from this at this time of the year. If you have a field of this near your bees, they basically will bring in quite a lot. Be careful now that it's not genetically modified. So if you're bringing your bees for pollinating or for actually trying to get the honey, make sure that you check with the farmer that it hasn't been genetically modified, because that has actually adverse effects on your bees as well. Plus not very good for nature anyway. Also be careful about the spraying time as well. That can actually be a problem as well, that any kind of sprays on fertilizers, anything like that, talk to your farmer about that, So you can see it's quite amazing. There's such a huge impact. Zoom in on a bee there. See, he's just collecting some pollen now. Or she actually. She's a very kind of black colour there, A bit like our Irish bees as well. Here's a selection as well of many of the wild herbs as well that's just grow in ditches that bees are feeding.
Oh, Storm Creek.